Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rod J back in the house, and this is actually something I'm launching as far as a new channel. I decided to actually start taking a look at some various foods to share with you guys. So this will be on the Rod J Food Ventures channel. Of course, some of you know me from the Rod J BeerVentures, where I review and talk about a lot of beer things, share a lot of stuff from the beer industry, and thought about maybe expanding out and working on something along the lines of food now. So this will be the first entry that I'll actually be sharing, and this is going to be a look at something I've been meaning to do for a while. Is actually Moonshine pickles, and these are actually ones that I gotten from Old Smoky. Had never taken a look at them here on the food channel, so I thought I'd go ahead and share this information with you guys, let you know what I kind of get out of these, and in case you guys decide to check them out, what maybe you want to look for with them. But they come from Old Smoky, Tennessee Moonshine out of Gatlinburg, Tennessee. As far as the proof, it is only 20% alcohol, so 40 proof on these. And I have had a few of these, as you can see, but I hadn't done anything with the video, and I decided to launch the channel. So I saved a few back so I could share it with you guys here. So I have like 3 different pickles in here. And with it, it is done in a moonshine. Now, of course, with Old Smoky, you're looking at, I would say, more of a commercialized type moonshine. So if you're getting some of the other stuff down out of Kentucky or Tennessee or some of the other areas here around the region, it's going to be stronger than just a 40 proof. But anyway, kind of a neat little novelty type thing. Gatlinburg is where Old Smoky is. Actually, I was down there a few months ago. I should have checked it out, but I didn't. Didn't realize at the time, but that is the most visited distillery in the country. So there's a little fun fact for you as well. So let's go ahead and get this baby open. Or what I'll do is I'll sample the pickle here, and then I'll actually do a drink from the moonshine as well. Go ahead and get it out of the bottle, or the mason jar, I should say. Then here you got the moonshine pickle. So the pickles, basically dill pickles, are what they look like. They've been soaked in the moonshine for a period of time. You're getting that dill aroma, obviously, with it being a pickle, but you're picking up a little bit of a booziness from the alcohol. Very vinegary, of course, so nothing too much that stands out. Now, I will say with the moonshine pickles, I feel like there's a note there, maybe, well, you know what it is? It's garlic, is what's throwing me off a little bit. I was going to say, it's kind of an interesting note that you have, and I kept thinking in my mind, what is that? But it's actually garlic now that I realize that I'm picking up here on the nose. So basically, it's like a garlic type pickle. Taste-wise, you do have a sourness to the pickle. A little bit of that vinegary bite on the tail end. You're getting that moonshine feel of the alcohol. Kind of a weird type feeling to it. Now, you can take some of these and enjoy them with like hamburgers or something you like to have pickles with. I know some people that actually prefer to do it that way, which will actually, I think if you want to actually see how it is, I think you have to try them in their natural state first as just coming out of the jar. But then, you can experiment and try different things like that. You might want to put salt or pepper on. If you like to put stuff on pickles, you could probably do that same type of thing with these as well. With that alcohol sitting in it, doesn't have as much of a crisp bite. I do feel some of the alcohol hitting like mid-neck here. You get a little sampling of a little bit of the heat from the alcohol, but again, we're not talking a huge ABV here. I mean, this is kind of when you're bottom level, I guess you can say, of, well, not even that. It's like half the level of some of the whiskeys and stuff, because you usually have 40%, 80 proof, at least, starting out with a lot of the whiskeys out there. So it's kind of got a little bit of that, a little bit of taste of it. I mean, I don't see how you would get any type of full buzz off of this. I guess if you did a whole jar of them, it would catch up to you at some point, just like if you were putting away like a bunch of beers or something, but not really getting anything sensing along those lines. In the end, you're kind of just left with kind of an alcohol soaked pickle. That earthy feel of eating a pickle. But for me, I would usually prefer, like they have the cherries, they have the apple pie, they have the, I think, blueberries. I like to get some of those different ones where it's actually soaked into the fruit a little bit more. I think the fruit plays better in the moonshine than does maybe the pickle, where you're getting like into the sour type feel. Maybe if it was a sour type fruit, it'd be a little better as well. But for me with the pickle, it's a different type of feel that it's okay, but it's not like the best I've had from them at all. But Old Smoky does some really decent stuff. They also have some whiskeys they do. A nice peanut butter whiskey that I've actually enjoyed. They also had a salted caramel whiskey they came out with, and a habanero whiskey. So all of those I've actually enjoyed as well. Those are, I forgot what the ABV is on them, but I know they're lower than the 40. They're kind of like in the 30-something ABV type level. So for some of the guys I know that are whiskey drinkers, they're kind of like, well, they're not really a full whiskey if they're not at least at 40. So, you know, you guys can make a call on that. They're able to put whiskey in a bottle, so I'm sure they had to get that approved at some point. But if you enjoy pickles, I would say this is definitely a little different. For me, I guess I got a garlic type feel, which there are garlic pickles out there. Getting a little bit of an astringency in the flavor. That sourness, that vinegariness is a little more heavy, maybe with the alcohol being involved, than if you were just grabbing a dill pickle or so. But in the end, if you're a pickle fan, you may like it. Maybe throw it on like a bison burger or a regular hamburger. Like I said, some type of sandwich where you like to have pickles to the side. Interesting, maybe you want to deep fry the pickles. Who knows? But it's something definitely different. I think it's going to be more for an acquired taste for people to actually enjoy these. But they are interesting. And let's go ahead. I'm going to pour a little bit in this glass here. And I feel like I'm just drinking pickle juice, right? So here's the pickle moonshine. You get a cloudiness on there as well. So it's soaking in the moonshine and the pickle juice. And I'm not one that usually drinks pickle juice from the jar anyway. I do have friends that have drank pickle juice from the jar. They do like it. But when I finish the pickles, I just pour the jar out usually. So let's go ahead and give this a taste. Sour, vinegary, again. A little bit of a kind of a warmth there as well, with the alcohol being in play. A little bit of a biting feel to the taste. Definitely has some bitterness. So you got to be a fan of bitterness to actually, if you want to drink through this moonshine like this. You hold that there and you take that swallow, you really feel the bitterness of it. That's something I would actually recommend. I'd probably pour it out here again too. But it's an interesting approach. Again, these are the moonshine pickles from Old Smoky. If you've had these, let me know what you thought of them by leaving a comment. Is it something I would get again? Probably not. It's one of those things I wanted to try because I heard things about them. But for me, it's a one and done. But hopefully I will try some other things that I'll bring to you here now on Rod J BeerVentures. And then if there's other things you guys are finding out there like this, or other things you might want me to check out food-wise, always feel free to let me know and leave a comment. Hopefully you like what you saw there. If so, remember to hit that like button. And a new channel here, so make sure to subscribe if you want to see more of these videos, and hit that alarm bell. That way you will be alerted when I do go and upload, or if I start going live, you'll get that alert as well. Thanks for checking out the channel. I look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Have a great one, and look forward to chatting with you then. Bye-bye.